Hello everyone, welcome back to OBINexus Computing, where we compute from the heart. On today's agenda, I want to speak about a packet, a library, a C library, and a binary called LibPolycall. LibPolycall is an implementation of a polymorphic library, a polymorphic package that interacts with any language, C, Python, Go, based on the bindings. Use of that, libpolycall is a polymorphic library. That's what it stands for. A library in makes polymorphic calls. Um, Polymorphism in libraries. So you use target language and the language is focused on making the program the making calls polymorphically. This concept is particularly useful in something is derived from and is useful. Is derived from and used something called program as program program first approach, where we build the program focusing on the program, not the language or constructs. Developers get this mixed up because a program primary interface or it's the interaction point between a program, and that's what LibPolycall is. The library focuses on polymorphic calls first for approach and interaction for web APIs. So the program, what LibPolycall specializes in is in the protocol, is making the program the point of call instead of a it's an actual language. That makes build APIs. So if you're a Python programming language and you have a program, the program is a call. You're making a call to program. You can continue to program in any other way with the language, and that's the program primary primary first approach where you build programs before language. Now, how the polycall works is you lock states and web. So we support locking of states, and they are if you have authentication routes and all of this processes. But libpolycall is focused on making sure that uh, that making sure that the 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 system has integrity. Uh, um, what else? Yes, I'll show you a demo, a website demo, API call in LibPolycall and how to use the LibPolycall library. Now, this is the first of the kind. It's never been done before, but it's LibPolycall in action. So now I'll show you how to run a LibPolycall process. So I'll actually clean it. I'll remove everything. I'll go to secretary. I'll make clean. That removes everything. Now I have no binary. Now I'll make all. And now this will build the libpolycall library. So it's a fresh build of libpolycall library. It started the process, and now I'm waiting for it to finish. It's loading. It's loading. It's building. It's building. It's compiling. It's compiling. I got some warning, but it's fine. And then now I can access to the bin directory to start a libpolycall. So I go /bin and libpolycall.exe, and that's what came out of the library. And this is the version. Now, I'll tell you the help. No, now we have help command. So when you're using the protocol, it's good to consider your what you actually want to achieve, how you want to organize your route and the website. But what this Barry focuses on is in the interactive mode is start network, and those are the command. This comes you need to start network. It's really experimental version, so the commands are not there. Well, in interactive mode, you just type this command, and you can just get your output. What this library focuses on is a state machine command, so to handle states. So if you inspect a web API, you get the route path to the API route, router path, like slash example slash API slash books slash book 1, 2, 3, and so on. You have a state machine to manage the path, so you can make sure that you can add a state and transition structure for the API. That's the power of it. But to actually start network, you click start network to initiate the state machine. Well, I'll show you how to start network. So when I click start network now, I get a port running on port 88, port 8080. Okay, let me show you how to use it in in in, in JavaScript. So this is actually a server, simple polycall server. So if I put them side by side, um, so this is it. this is LibPolycall. This is a server started. So we've got a server started here, the 8080, and this is another server for LibPolycall to process this process. So what we're trying to do now is start a Node.js server that is polymorphic in nature using this program. This is linked through this program is linked through these bindings. For this, the bindings are interface specific, and they connect to this. They map up this commands here, and it's a comprehensive method that makes it easier to write with make polycalls, and that's what the bindings are. The bindings, node binding, you've got Python binding as well, just this file. But if I run this command, if I start the server, that's just fine. That's fine. Oh, that means yep. That's formattic. I don't know where that's coming from. So now I'm going to continue running the server. I had a bit of error, so I have to fix that now and push it now. Now, if I run the server on /server, no server.js, I'm saying this is the same server. I now have this post request to books. Now, to actually make this polymorphic, now this is just automatic binding. So if I go to split tab, copy this URL, copy this path to this server. And then now you see now this is a code, it's a Python code. This code, no test, actually making a request to this server here, and now I'm making a polycall that gets the data from the API. Now this is a test author, test book, and blah 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 blah. Some data in the books, and it's a JavaScript file. I couldn't same with Python. So in Python, and I get the same data. So it's the same data, just fully formatted, so there's no colors. But it's the same, exactly the same data as this one. And it's a polycall library. It does that by getting the data. So this is actually useful for APIs because the API is mapped to. So I make a Python call with the same code, just the same equivalent in Python without actually using a library. That's a good. You don't need a polycall library. Just to write the direct driver code. This is an example of how it works. Just make requests, and then you get the data, and then you get the test post, test get. This is just the making a call to this server file. And you notice I don't know how to write implement this server file in Python. This one in just a Python JavaScript file here, and it's a Python file. There's two implementations of the same code, but I didn't have to write bindings for the Python file. So that's how good LibPolycall is. You don't have to actually use these bindings. The bindings are just makes it simpler. And the bindings are here in the node-polycall directory, source, modules, to the bindings for the JavaScript. And we can have Python for Python to make it simpler, but again, we have to implement that later. So you didn't actually need a binding to consume the API. That's the part of that's the interface. The binding just makes it simpler. So you don't have to write your own bindings if you get that. If you just makes it simpler to make the calls. If you get in Python, you don't even need a Python binding, which is not implemented yet. So this is just to test one API endpoint. You bring it in JavaScript to make a call to a server, a JavaScript server. You can write Python Go. Give it ask AI to make ask AI to just write a Python code or Go code. It can be consumed same thing. The concept is there. The language is not the target. It's not the language that's the target. It's the program that's the target. If the program supports the API or restricts the API, then you will or you will not be able to do that code respectively. So there I go. That's the Python code. Let me show you actual web server. So let me get a web server here. Okay. So this is a server here. So this is a client. So this is simple. If I go to this router here, I get the same data. Books, post. I get the same data as this. And this is if I print it, I get the same data as this. I get the same data that's here if you can confirm. And that's the polymorphic call. I can request from the web browser. I can request it from any language and get the same data. And that's the power of the API. So if I'm building an API, this is how I would do it. Now, LibPolycall needs more implementation. I need more people to work for it, work on it, and work on this project. So I need to suggest it, and a lot of projects I'm working on. But if you have a team, it would be really helpful for me. I want people to connect to me and share on social media and help me so I can grow and we can grow together. Okay, so this video, thank you, like, share, and subscribe to my TikTok, to my YouTube, and all my channels. And that's LibPolycall. And that's how LibPolycall works. And thank you. If you like it, go share it with your friends. Go implement your own polycall module. I wouldn't care, but I'm the first to do it. I'm really happy about. Um, but there you go. Bye bye. Thank you. Bye.